Well, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to a brand new vlog here in Tenerife. And as you've seen by the title and seen by the thumbnail, it is time to move on. So a lot of you will know over the last few days, I have been dropping some hints and I have told everyone we've been working on something. I was waiting for it to all be fully official, fully signed, sealed and done before we announced it. So this video will let you know exactly what has been going on, what we've been working on. So I am just leaving the Sanasti office down here, the garages here in Victoria Court 2, where the company has been now for probably 20 odd years down in the garages there, I think. I've been down in the garages with that company for it's nearly 8 years now, quite a long time. But it is time to move on. So what does that mean? Have we sold the company? Is it gone? Are we moving on? Are we changing? Are we changing what we're doing? Are we starting something completely new? I will be letting you know as we take a little bit of a wander around, and I will let you know exactly what's been going on. It's been going on for about a week, solid week or so, and it's been tricky getting it done. But I'm very, very excited for it. So super, super excited for this. It's something that I've wanted to do for quite a while, and it is finally now happening. So as we take a walk, by the way, the weather is absolutely stunning. Stunning at the moment. Again, clear blue skies. I think this is the 5th straight day we've had of gorgeous blue skies and sunshine. Now in the office where I am, in the garages there with the car rental, I don't actually get much sunshine like this. We don't actually get many blue skies and palm trees and views and things, because we're down in the garages, tucked away, dealing with cars and everything. So I don't really get to see the light of day much. It's nice when we come out and about to see the gorgeous weather. But for any of you who are new to the channel, I am Andrew. I do live here in Los Cristianos. I've been here for 10 years. For the last 8 years, I've been running Sanasti Car Rental. That's my company. We've got 65 rental cars. But it's time for change. It's time to start a new chapter. It's time to move on and grow. So the company hasn't gone. We are still keeping Sanasti, and we will be sort of growing, expanding, and this is part of that new chapter. I've wanted to do this for the last few years, but we've been waiting for the right time and also the right location. So we will now be moving location, expanding in a way. We're going to be getting more staff and changing how we do everything. That does tie in with where we're walking to just now. So everything will all come together and be explained. A lot of you thought it was going to be a new business we were starting and things like that, but for me, this is very exciting. Something I wanted to do for ages, and it's the next chapter for Sanasti, I think. And we will see quite a bit of a change, and we'll be able to do more things. So I'll keep walking, stop waffling, and reveal exactly what is going on and what the plan is with Sanasti, with the car rental in Los Cristianos. So I took Sanasti over back in 2016, so we've had it for 8 years now. When I took it over back then, we had 24 cars. Quite a few of them were quite a bit older, needed to be moved on. So really, realistically, it was only about 20 cars at the time. We're now all the way up to 65 cars. We've got a lot more variation as well, automatics, 9-seaters, 7-seaters. We do all the hotel deliveries and collections and things we never used to. So it has grown year on year, especially cars-wise. Staff-wise as well, we've currently got 3 staff at the moment. Well, four staff, but we are going to be expanding that. So ever since we took it over, we've been down in the garage there, and I've always wanted to have a nice, proper location, proper shop, proper office, something where you can really give the clients a bit of a wow experience, a nice experience coming in, renting a car, something comfortable, good location wise, I wanted something more on the streets as well, something more with passing trade. And we finally found somewhere that we can do that. So when I say we're moving on, we will be moving our office out of the garage down there. The garage will be staying. We did recently purchase the garage, so the garage is part of the company. The garage will be staying. That's where we're going to be storing the cars and everything. And we do little bits of maintenance on them in there, only little bits. But the actual office and where people come and get cars and do paperwork and book, etc., and including me and Lisa and where the staff are, we will be moving. So just over there is Buddy's Bar. Now, a lot of you will know that is mine and Laura's bar as well. So we do have a bar in Los Cristianos too. You might have watched us renovate that. We did it all up in quite a big series. Then obviously down there is where we've just come from. Down there is the garages, and just up there is where we live. So all extremely local. Now, if we carry on walking down towards Christians there, a lot of you will know this area. Just on your left here is going to be our brand new Sanasti shop, office, you name it, all going on. And this is the perfect locale and the perfect unit for us. It's the right size. We can get our license. Very important that we stay in keeping with our opening license. So just here you will recognise, a lot of you, used to be the Orange Badge mobility store. They recently moved out. As soon as I saw they had gone, I got straight in touch with the landlord before it could even go on the market, and we have managed to acquire it and rent it. So this is where our brand new shop is going to be. So many big selling points to this one. Location wise, I really like where it is, right next to the bar, right next to where I live, not far from our garage, so we can bring cars up for clients. There's plenty of street parking, and the further you go into town, the harder it is to park, especially around the one-way system. So that was a big selling point. We are in a very British touristic area as well. Lots of hotels around that we already deliver to all the time. We have a lot of clients around here already, and it's not going to be too far away for our existing clients to come and find our new shop and office. The other big thing was, of course, blue skies and palm trees and stuff outside the front. So nice to be able to look out your office to a bit of fresh air and some nice views, and remind yourself of where you live. Down in the garage there, we don't see the light of day for about 5 hours. It's going to be nice to have a bit of, you know, birds chirping like that, palm trees and stuff. And very easy accessible. We've got the little ramp going down, very accessible for everyone. And the neighbours along the way here are absolutely fantastic. So you've got the tea rooms here, which we get on really well with. They are fantastic. Been and had the Sunday roast in there a few times. We've got Lupane estate agents next door, get on really well with them. And then further down, you've got the baguette shop, where I go every day. They're brilliant in there for your baguettes and sandwiches. This is the Christian Sayre block. I get on well with the lads who run Atlantic Horizons really well. With the rental apartments, we have a lot of clients already on here. So this is where our brand new shop is going to be. We're going to be doing a lot of work in here, so it's going to be a little bit of a new series. We're going to be doing an awful lot to it. I've already had a project manager and a architect, the equivalent of an architect in the UK. So we've had an architect in here already drawing out some plans and giving us ideas what we can do, keeping it within that license, of course. We are going to be building a whole new office inside just for me, sort of thing, where I can do some editing and bits like that. We've got some big plans, and I will be bringing you along the way for that journey, doing it all out and getting the shop open. And I'm very excited for this. Something I wanted to do for a long, long time. It was the next step for the business, getting a nice shop front and everything. So I am very excited for it. Some of you will be like, oh, is that it? You've just got a shop. But it's going to be a fun little journey. We're doing a lot to it. Even though it's rented, we will be doing a lot to it. So I'm going to head inside. I'm going to open up, take you inside, show you what it's like at the moment, and give you an idea of some of the ideas we've got. But there will be a few vlogs on this all the way until it's open. A lot of building work and stuff to do. And you'll get to see a bit of an insight of how it all works over here as well, in terms of licenses, what you need to do, what complies, what doesn't, etc. So let's open up, let's head on inside. My set of keys, by the way, is ever growing now. It's quite a big set of keys, so let's head on in. Very exciting times for me and for the staff as well. And here we are then, folks. We are inside, so it's going to be a little bit echoey because, as you can see, it is completely empty. So this is the layout at the moment. You have got this partition wall and stuff. So I'm going to show you around it just now. This is of course where Orange Badge wear, great for mobility scooters over in Tenerife. A lot of you will already know. They've not closed down, they've just moved their office to somewhere else. So we've got the toilet, got a little bit of a kitchen area here. I think they had some scooters and stuff there and little different office bits. But then this is the sort of view you've got out the front. Some nice blue skies, which, believe it or not, makes a difference. So, the main big thing, the big issue that you've got in here, that obviously we've had the project manager and the architect has explained everything. The electrics in here, basically there isn't any at the moment, so we've got no power and no lighting. All of this is way off the spec that you need to have any form of license. These plug sockets should definitely not be anywhere near the floor, so they are all completely wrong. You cannot have them like that. These are on the limit of the height they should be. They should be a little bit higher. They're on the limit. These are a definite no-no. There's a lot of wiring to do. We're looking at about, I'll tell you straight up, we're looking at about €4,000 worth of electrics work to do in here. That has to be done all by a fully official, legit electrician that will give us a receipt, a certificate and everything, all to go in with the license and everything like that. So there's a lot of electric works to do. The good thing is with that, when we do all the sort of channeling and everything they need to do, we can put in the sockets exactly where we want them. So we're going to be having desks in here to service the clients and do all the paperwork and everything. I'm thinking 2 desks. So when they do rip all this out, we'll be able to put a nice big bank of sockets there, stuff for the Wi-Fi, again the same on this side. We'll be able to put exactly what we need, the right amount of plugs and stuff, and everything we need for the cabling for the Wi-Fi. This false ceiling, so you can see this is a false ceiling. It's actually very high in here, but this is a false ceiling. So this has been done terribly. I don't know if you can see that, it's awful. He has said that it's done really badly. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. That is going to all be removed. You can't really do anything with it. We can't change the lights with this in. So we're ripping that out. We'll be putting a brand new false ceiling in. And you can see here where they used to have air conditioning. We will be having an air conditioning in here. We're thinking possibly 2 units. So up here, we're going to have one of the, you might have seen it, a big square one that has air conditioning going in multiple directions for this section of the office. And then this wall will be coming down. We're getting rid of that. That's going. Open everything up, loads of natural light. And then in this sort of back section, round here, we're going to be building a separate office for me. So there will be a separate office with walls and a door going in. The little kitchen area is going. We really don't need that. It's just a sink, little boiler. We don't need any of that. So that will all be removed. And we will, of course, be keeping the toilets. We do need to keep a toilet. And there is a sink in there as well to wash your hands and everything. We'll probably just give that a nice little paint up and top that up a bit. But in terms of cooking and things like that, we won't be doing anything like that for us. So this will be a whole separate office, nice desk, chair, laptop for me. And then we'll have 2 staff members out here, 2 members of the team doing bookings and everything like that on some nice desks. We're going to have some nice seats here as well for the clients if they need to wait around or anything. Some bits for the kids and stuff to keep them occupied while we do the bookings. And floor-wise, I'm going to give this a really nice clean. I don't mind the floor. Again, it's not my unit, so I don't own this. We are renting it, so I'm probably going to try and stick with the floor. I don't think it's too bad. Once you clean it up and we put all the walls in and do everything nice, I think the floor will be fine. Black with a little bit of white. I think that'll clean up quite nice and polish up quite nice. So a lot of people will be going, why on earth would you do all this if you're renting the unit, you don't own it? It's pretty much how Tenerife goes. There's not many businesses own the shops, the bars, the restaurants, the units. Tenerife is very much, you have the big landlords own all the units, you rent them out, and then you have to do all the work that you want to do to make the business nice and also to get your license. So I could keep it like this, but A, it looks awful for customers, and B, all of the electrics are not going to comply for the license. And then people will of course ask me, surely the landlord should be paying for the electrics. It's just not how it goes over here. They are just like, that's the unit, everything inside it is down to you. They will rent you the walls and everything, but most landlords will say, everything inside, that's down to you. You want to change the electrics and everything, all down to you. So we will make it really nice. It does say in the contract we can do anything we want to it, as long as it's an improvement. And the landlady, I do know quite well. You'll find out later on who the landlord is, if I can say it. It's not a big secret, but I don't want to tell her business and stuff, but I know the landlady, she's lovely, and she's got another couple of businesses which some of you might know of. One of them I'm quite keen of. But yeah, in terms of doing all this work, a lot of you said it with the bar, why would you pay to put new floors in and everything? It's not your locale, it's not your building. But that's just sort of how it works in Tenerife. If you want to keep it like this, looking pretty awful, then you can, but you want it looking nice and everything. And then the general rule in Tenerife and the Canaries is that if you are a good good tenant, you pay on time, you look after the unit, you make bits of improvements, you're nice and friendly with your landlord, you pay your bills, you keep in touch and everything, then it's very unlikely they will take the unit back off you and they will renew your contract. And there's businesses that have rented units for 20, 30 years. So I'm not too concerned about the contract running out and then we have to move on. We should be able to keep and renew the contract and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much what we've been working on. So it was quite good to jump in before it made it onto the market, because I think this would be in high demand. This size unit, for what you can do with it, where it is. I was straight in there. As soon as they took the signs down from Orange Badge, I got straight in touch, found out who the landlord was, and I said, let's do a meeting, let's see if it's going to work. Then, of course, paid the architect to come down, see if it was going to be suitable, see if it was going to fit for the license, see what work it needed, and then we secured the deal and everything. The landlord has been very fair as well. So we've got a month or so to get a lot of this stuff done before bills and stuff start kicking in. So that's quite nice of them. So we have got a month now. I got the keys yesterday, and we've got time to get cracking now. Sorry, my throat's a little bit dry today. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. There is going to be a full series. We're going to show everything getting knocked out and stuff removed. You're going to help us pick furniture, help us pick desks, help us pick the designs, some artwork for the walls. We're going to be designing signs for outside, lighting, everything. So very, very excited. We're going to have a new little home for me and the staff and our team. And then we will have the garage, of course, as well. So we will be having both. But in terms of customers and clients, they're going to get a nice experience coming in, really looked after as they always are, but it's just a bit of a better location, more passing trade as well. So it was the big next step. It was time to move on, get something secured, and it's just perfect location, perfect size. I can do what I need to do with it. Right location, next to the bar, next to the garage, next to the house. Perfect. Right, I'll meet you back outside, so it's not quite as echoey. So just to show, when we do open these doors up, get a lovely breeze coming in. It's just going to be nice sitting here on the desks. And you're going to get to look out, some blue skies, some sunshine, people walking by. That's a nice treat for us when we've done so long in the garage and stuff. It's a really nice treat to have that. It's quite a nice feeling. Now, some of you will have, of course, picked up on this. Now, the good thing is, just outside the shop here, you have got this little bit of damp and stuff going on. The community are fixing this in the next couple of weeks. This is down to the community, not me. So they will be hacking everything off. There's been a bit of a leak, so that'll all be hacked off, replastered, painted, all painted up nice. We've got to sort out these pipes from the old aircon. When we do have the new office, my new office here built, we're thinking of putting a second air conditioning unit in for my office back there. Then you'll have the big main aircon unit in here for the summer to keep it nice and cool. We can get that with the license, no problem. But yeah, this will all be sorted and painted by the community. The rest, of course, I'll be painting nice. I'll be painting all of this, new lights, big lovely new sign designed, which you can help me choose. I will be putting up some options. You can help me pick those when we get to that point. But yeah, we'll be painting up everything nice, painting all these metal grills, getting some nice better padlocks and getting a nice alarm system on, security, everything's got to be bolstered. So I will in the next video be showing you the list of things we've got to do, taking you through the process. There's going to be quite a few videos on this, so if it does interest you doing everything up, you can follow along on the journey. But let me know your thoughts, location-wise, size-wise. I think it's perfect for what we need. Perfect. If anything, it's too big, which is a nice problem to have. You've got loads more options. If we ever did expand in the future, we could get even more desks in here, more phone lines, more Wi-Fi, etc. You've got room to expand in here. I mean, really, we could have had a shop this big and just had 2 desks. So to have all that extra space for me to build a nice little office and stuff will be really, really nice. But yeah, we'll be bolstering all of the locks, the security, same as we did with the bar, alarm system in, CCTV. There's a massive list of things to do. But I would like your opinions down in the comments. If you've been in here before when it was the scooter shop, the orange badge scooters, let me know. We've got quite a bit of work to do. I think this will clean up nice. Once everything's all done around it, the floor will actually look quite nice, I think. But let me know your thoughts on that as well. Well, that is going to be it from me for this video. There is the big reveal. Let me know your thoughts on it. Lots of videos to come showing you that whole process. And of course, I want you all involved as well. I want you to give me your opinions, ideas. I really struggle to decide with a lot of things, so I will be asking for a lot of your help with designs and different bits. Wherever I can involve you, I certainly will and bring you along for the process. But exciting times for me, something I've wanted for a few years, but it was waiting for the right time, waiting for the right unit and waiting for the right location, and I think this is absolutely perfect. And of course, I am now only 2 seconds walk away from my favourite baguette shop to go and get some lunch and a drink, and I can of course pop across, get a nice coffee, neighbours opposite the bar. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So don't forget, if you do want to rent a car, sonasti.com. I'll leave all the links and everything in that down in the description. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We've been here for 47 years. You can pick up your cars at the airport, drop them at the airport. You can have them delivered to your hotel, picked up from your hotel, or you're going to be able to come and of course pick it up from the shop here in Los Cristianos. Book it, reserve it. You can do 1 day, 2 days, a month, 2 weeks, however long you need the car for. And we've got a whole variety of cars as well. So do check us out. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am. Some of you will be. Some of you will be thinking, was that it? Some of you had some crazy ideas when I said I had a bit of a surprise for you. But I'm always working on something, so you never know what else might be to come. Who knows? But thank you all very much. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and stride on or drive on.